nominated MP Cicely Barire, good friend of yours. She's here to support you.
Yes, she is.
And a whole host of others. Naomi Shabesh, CAS, Public Service, Youth and Gender. They're all here to provide some
moral support.
Rachel Shabesh. Rachel Shabesh, not Naomi.
Yeah.
My bad, sorry. So, let's come back to that photo. You and Deputy President William Ruto the day after the Ipsos poll. In fact, let's go back a little bit. He once referred to you as the cat walking. Cat walking na Kizungu mingi. He was public enemy #1 to you. Now you're seen together. Is this true what they say, there's no such thing as permanent enemies in politics?
Partly, and I think, let me start by saying that you know very well that I'm a member of the Jubilee Party. And the Deputy President, William Samoei Ruto, happens to be the Deputy Party Leader. The party leader being Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, who's the President of Kenya. So I happen also to be a governor under that party. And so you expect that you will see us having a lot of interaction. And beyond just even the issue of interaction, I think going back to the issue of catwalk, and I think he's actually responded to that question himself when he went on KTN some time back. He said that's what his view was at the time, but now he seems to have had other information.
And that's okay with you?
And I guess so. I mean, let me tell you something, Jeff. You know, there are some things that you don't carry for a lifetime. I mean, there are things that you hold lightly. I mean, perceptions, for example. Many people would think whatever it is that they want to think based on the information that they have at that time. And you allow people the freedom and their democratic right to think whatever it is that they want to think. And at that time, the issue was very emotive for whatever reasons. I've never quite discussed it personally with him. But I think at that time, he thought that that was the situation, and I think right now he thinks differently.
How would you describe your relationship with him right now?
It's cordial and it's professional.
So you wouldn't mind being his running mate in 2022?
Jeff, about running mate, I think if you expected a yes and no, there is no yes and no answer, because that is not a decision that I make myself. At this point in time, I have been elected as the governor of Kirinyaga County. That's what I'm focusing on. That's what I have all my meetings about. I also have another responsibility as a vice chair of the Council of Governors. That's what I push, and the agenda, the issues of running mate will come later. And even when they do, I don't think that's a decision of either one of us, because that decision is based on the people, the Kenyan people. They're the ones who determine who's going to be president or presidential candidate or deputy presidential candidate. Two, the party has a say, because they are the ones actually who have the modalities and the mechanisms to make that choice. And the third one also, whoever ends up being the right now, it's very much William Samoei Ruto. He's the one who decides who the running mate will be. So that's not my decision, really, and I wouldn't want to dwell too much on that.
Sounds like a yes to me, but that's just me.